Here's what it was for me. I hated that I was an adult in the wealthiest country I'd ever existed, and the night I signed up for World Ventures, I had to stop them and check my bank account to make sure I had $375. That pissed me off. I'd lived my whole life like that, always in scarcity, always more month than money, my entire life before World Ventures. You know, I decided that day I'm done with it. You know, you can decide, a decision takes 1 second, and a bunch of you in this room right now could just decide, I'm done living like that. I'm not going to live in scarcity anymore. I'm going to start living my life in abundance. I decided that day. You know what was worse than that? I watched my parents live in the coldest part of America, and for 10 years, they couldn't afford one vacation to get out of there. Well, things have changed. About 4 years ago, I bought a globe. I put it in my parents' living room. Now I go home twice per year, and when I go home, my mom I just let her go over the globe and just point anywhere in the entire world she wants to go. And 2 times per year, I pay for our entire family to go anywhere in the world my mom wants to go. Yeah. Last year, she wanted to go to Costa Rica. You want to know the favorite part of the trip for me? We all met in Atlanta, and there was one more flight from Atlanta to Costa Rica. And the entire first class section of that airplane was my family.
Wow. There you go. I know that's
different. Yeah. You just got to do something different. You want to know what's worse than that? Sunday nights. I hated Sunday nights in my old life. The way it worked for me is Monday through Friday was like sitting in jail. I was so sick of being in that stupid office. Like when I walked in Monday morning, it was like walking into jail, and there I'd sit. Right? But Friday afternoon was awesome. It was like breaking out. I was like, oh, I was fired up. The weekend. Right. Saturday? Oh yeah. But you want to know what happened every single week? Sunday night. And I'd have to go home and set that alarm clock. And I'd get this feeling. Anybody know that Sunday night? And the pit of the stomach feeling? Because you know you got to wake up Monday and do it all over again.
Yep.
Not because you chose to, because you had to pay your bills. I quit college when I realized it was designed to teach me how to pay bills. That's what it's for. Everybody gets that, right? Okay, that's 4 jobs. I'm anti-job, just so everybody's clear. I'm pro-paycheck. But I'm anti-job. I will never teach you how to get a job. You have my word. I will never teach you because I'm anti-job. I want to teach you how to design a life. I want to teach you how to design a life so you don't have to make every choice like people who have jobs have to make choices. See, if you have a job today, I know how life works. Every choice in your life has to be based off of 2 factors. Do I have enough money to do it, or do I have enough time to do it? That's how it works. I want to teach you how to design a life so you can make choices based off of 1 factor. Do you want to do it or not? How different could life get then? So I got to start you at the beginning. Today, I'm looking for your contacts. This is not about who you are. This is about who you know. Today, I want you to think of 10 people. Who are 10 people that you can write down on paper? Who were you thinking about during this presentation that you could write down on paper? And just in the next 48 to 72 hours, who do you know the best and trust you the most that we could just go to their house and just show them this information fast? Who are those 10? Now, if you just want to make a little bit of money, you can stop there. Just show your 10. You do it the correct way. You should be able to get your money back, waive your fees. If you just want to go travel, have fun, cool. But if you want to make a lot of money, it's going to take a lot of contacts. To get what I got, it was 200. 200 names on a sheet of paper. First name, last name, phone number. 200 may sound like a lot, but there's a book out there called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And in that book, the author says it is a scientific fact. By the age of 21, we all know 1,000 people that recognize us by our first name if we will call them. Here's the catch. To get what I got, you're not allowed to prejudge those people. And I know what you're all doing right now because I used to do the same thing. I remember sitting in a chair my first night, and I was like, man, I got this one girl. She travels all the time. She's going to do it for sure. She didn't do it. And I was like, man, I got this one guy. He knows everybody. Then there was other people. There was some people I hesitated to call because I didn't think they had $300. So I didn't even call them. There's other people I thought was too successful. That's the funniest thing to me. Shaq. Everybody knows Shaq, right? Yeah. So Shaq's a big part of our company. He was just at the event with us in Orlando. Okay, Shaq. Do you know he's worth $600 million now? He owns an NBA team, Sacramento Kings. Shaq. Okay. So if Shaq, who's worth $600 million, is doing it, I don't think there's anyone in your cell phone who's too successful. How about this? Let's call those people first. Successful people get it because they're successful for a reason. Those would be the first people I would call. I wouldn't hesitate on them at all. So here's what you got to do. Quit prejudging people. How about we stop trying to be psychic friends and predicting which one of our friends are going to say yes and which one are going to say no? Why don't we just show them all and let them decide for themselves? So here's my challenge to everybody in this room. Before you go to bed tonight, I need you to shut your brain off. Now that will be the easy part for some of you. Shut your brain off. Turn your phone on. Brain off, phone on. And I want you to go to your contacts and write without thinking every name. I want you to take this phone and I want you to shake. Dump. Whoa. Oh no, I just did an emergency call. Okay. I didn't even know that was possible. Anyway, I want you to dump every single contact out of here that you have. Everyone. No prejudgments. I don't care who they are. I don't care if they're 8 years old. If they're in this phone, write that little sucker down. Everybody means everybody. When the list is done, I want you to go to the top and I want you to write SW. SW means this: some will, some won't, so what?
Yeah.
Every wealthy person I know has a so what attitude. In network marketing, in this industry, World Ventures, you need a so what attitude right away. Right away, because World Ventures is going to play tricks on your mind. You know what you're about to see? Millionaire after millionaire after millionaire. There's like 5 in here, in this room, that were created by this company. You know what else you're going to see? Failure after failure after. It's a double-edged sword. Told you I was going to tell you the truth, right? When I learned that, I asked the question, why do people fail? Like, that's real. Why do people fail? There's one answer. You quit. You joined tonight, like Russell said. You're part of our family. That's how we look at it. And you can't get fired from your family. You can't get fired here either. The only reason you're going to fail is because you quit. People quit my team every single day. So what? As I'm doing this talk, I will bet you somebody somewhere in this galaxy is quitting my team. So what? There's 1,000 people quitting McDonald's today. 1,000 people are quitting McDonald's today. Do you think the president of McDonald's gives a crap? Do you think the president of McDonald's is in his office right now freaking out about it? Do you think he's got his top guys gathered around? He's like, uh-oh, guys. 16-year-old Chelsea in Riverview is quitting McDonald's today. What should we do? Let's shut it down. Or do you think he replaces quitters without even noticing? A quitter's got one job in life, and that's to quit. A winner's job is to replace a quitter with somebody better. And never think about a quitter. Get them out of your head. Never think about them ever again. So I was cool with that. My question was this: why? The only way to fail is to quit. Why would people quit? It's interesting. Number one answer is because your feelings get hurt. It's emotional. Okay? If you want to win here, 0 emotional attachment to other people's opinions. I look at myself like a waiter. We go to Applebee's after this. Here's what's happened. Every time I've ever been to Applebee's in my entire life, as soon as I'm done eating, waitress comes rushing to my table and she goes, "Hey, did you save any room for dessert?" 100% of the time in my life, I looked right back at her in the eye and I said, "Nope." Does she care?
Nope.
So you're trying to tell me this girl shows up to work every single day knowing that 95 out of 100 tables are going to tell her no instead of yes, and she keeps coming back every single day, and when you tell her no, she's not emotionally hurt. She almost doesn't even hear you. She just goes on to the next table, and the next table, and the next table, and the next table, and eventually she hits Austin, and he buys 2. Suck it in back there. Right? So she's just moving. What if she cared? Like, really, what if she pulled up the chair? It's like, shoulders shrug, like, lips. Dessert doesn't work. You'd be going, this chick's crazy, somebody get her help fast. But how do you react to a no? Because you laugh at my story, but then we got to go out there in the real world. The first person we all show is our broke best friend. I don't know why, but we all start there. And we go show our broke best friend, and our broke best friend doesn't get it. And they go, "Oh, that sounds stupid." And here's how we react. I don't know if it works. At least after being here tonight, there's one distinct thing you should understand. It's working. Working real good. Some will, some won't. So what? Let me teach you something my mom taught me. Consider the source. Your broke best friend who thinks this is stupid, why don't we look at their credentials? Are they professional network marketers with years of experience and success in this industry? Are they billionaires? Or do they not have 25 grand in their bank account and any idea what they're talking about? Why do you take business advice from broke people? Would you take weight loss advice from fat people? Nope. Would you? Then why would you take business advice from broke people? Here's where this came from. I was fired up. You think I'm fired up now? You should have seen me my first weekend. 10 years ago, I drove 4 hours one way to show my broke brother-in-law. And I go right into a little tiny house, and I go to the old kitchen table. And I get to the end of the presentation. I looked him right in the eye. I said, hey, man, are you ready to get started? Because that's what they told me to say. And I smiled. Because they told me to smile. And my broke brother-in-law smiled back 10 years ago, and he said, Eric, I think you're an idiot, and I'm pretty sure you're going to jail. Word for word. Quick update. Here we are. 10 years later, he does live in that same little house. He was not invited to Costa Rica. I caught him like 2 months ago driving the same minivan. Think about that. 10 years later, and I walked in and offered him one of my first positions. A bunch of you would have automatically been on his team. Driving the same minivan 10 years later. I thank God before I started World Ventures, I understood something about life I'm going to teach you right now. The day you buy someone's opinion, you also buy their lifestyle. Be careful. Have you ever thought about whose opinions and lifestyle you buy every day? Whose opinions and lifestyle you're going to buy about World Ventures? You know my favorite part of social media? Nobody can lie to me anymore about their lifestyle.